performance against the
in wins. Hopefully he can get it done tonight.
Yep.
Oh, coming on DJ. All right, cool.
Okay, can do. Ohio King back from an ankle injury at a depth.
Seven fans in the team to let that happen. Case.
That's right. Don't you worry about that. It's I mean, what can you do? It's sort of wow.
Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Trade.
Here we go. The Adelaide 36 is taking on the
I'm always on time. I'm ahead of the game. I'm first place. I'm in my prime. Hard work that pays off. I pay dues. I'm paid off. Cross me, get crossed off. I'm so fresh. I'm so raw. Go hard like A-Day. It's game time like game day. I ball hard and clutch play. It's game time like game day.
Well, after a 4-1 start to the season, the Illawarra Hawks have lost 6 of their last 10 games to drop out of the top 4. Tonight, they face an equally desperate Adelaide 36ers team looking to keep their slim playoff hopes alive as we welcome you to the Wynn Entertainment Centre for the continuation of round 13 of the Hungry Jacks NBL. Hi everyone, I'm John Casey. Great to have your company. I'm with the 2010 MVP Corey Williams and the league's #1 analyst Liam Santamaria. Plenty on the line in this one.
Sure is, Case. I'm excited for this big game for both teams, especially the Illawarra Hawks at home in front of their home fans. Shock loss to Tassie last week, and Brian Goorjian said, we're in the dog days. On the outside of the top 4 looking in, having only won, as you say, 4 of their last 10 games. There you see, 8-7 overall, just 5-5 on their home court. So need to come out and make a statement in this one. And if they win, the positive is they'll jump back into the top 4 for the time being.
Adelaide in form, having won 2 of their last 3, but we take a look at Illawarra's starting 5 and the DoorDash starting 5. Get 30% off your first 3 orders. Use the code word 3-pointer. Duop Reith, he's played well against Adelaide in the past.
Well, he has, and he played well last week. He was the shining light in that loss to Tasmania, and he's actually been playing well the last 3 games, averaging nearly 20 a game at nearly 60% from the field, and he's mixing it up a little bit more, picking and rolling, getting to the hoop. We know we can pick and pop and knock it in from outside, and there you see the numbers in that game against Tassie. 25 points, 9 boards, 3 blocks, especially down the stretch. He was the shining light for the Hawks.
Indeed he was, Liam. He needed to lift. He needed to play bigger, be consistent, and in this game, he showed exactly that. Like you said, he was the shining light. But I'm telling you right now, there's this one player on their team who needs to play like he played last season, Tyler Harvey. He needs to come with it. We need to see first-team All-NBL action tonight from him. His last 3 games, he's averaging 10 points a game. You can't play this type of way, winning 4 out of your last 10 games. You got to step up, and it starts with him. So hopefully he'll get to the basket more. Stop relying on the J, because the J, it's not happening right now. Get yourself going. Get to the rack. Get to the free throw line. Hopefully he's listening to me, and somebody's relaying this message to him. Let's see if we can get to the rack.
Well, Sunday Detch will be all over him for Adelaide tonight. We take a look at their starting 5 as well. And this team, well, they are rolling after that win against Cairns. And, of course, have beaten Melbourne and Perth, who were on top of the ladder when they did that.
Well, I'm not sure about rolling, Case. We'll see if they can get this one. Maybe they'll be rolling. But it was a good win. And they're always in with a fight if Daniel Johnston's playing well. And he's playing better the last 3 games. 12-12 against Melbourne. 15-14 against Brisbane, and he had 18-9 in that win over the Taipans. Got to get him involved early and often. And the other guy for me is Mitch McCarron. I'm not sure whether maybe you heard the Jerome Randall rumours, but geez, didn't he come strong in last week's game? 14 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, and 6 steals. That's much more like it from Moneymaker Mitch.
Yeah, he definitely made some money last game. But let me tell you something. That man right there on screen needs to step up. 6 and 2 ain't getting it done. All right? I know somebody that plays this position that they might be talking to. All right? My man Hop in here. Hop ain't going to put numbers up like this. Hop is a closer.
Okay.
He's averaging 10 and 5. He's one of only 3 Adelaide players to play every game this season. He's hit more threes than any other Adelaide player.
And look, it wasn't that long ago. He had that 17-point game against Melbourne United. It's there. He, his team, his coaching staff, everyone needs to try and tap into it.
Consistency is everything, man. To success. Consistency.
Hawks
need to bring it every game.
Hawks have beaten Adelaide twice already this season. They've never swept them since 1990 as we get underway from the Wynn Entertainment Centre. And the Illawarra Hawks, in black working to the left of your screen, have controlled the tip. And the fans will try and get involved as well early. And a quick foul going to be called on Justinian Jessup on the offensive end.
He's been a little quiet. Justinian Jessup, single digits in 3 of his last 4 games. And they're just a little over physical on the opening possession.
So a chance for Adelaide as Bairstow played with the Hawks last season. Ditch. They get it to Johnson, who fires off the mark. Bairstow, the offensive rebound. Works into the paint. Goes for the non-preferred left hand. Didn't get enough on it, but it comes back to McCarron. Look away. Pass for Withers. He's off the mark. And Adelaide miss an opportunity there. First 3 shots all empty. Chance for Harvey. Cleveland down low, they work it now. Sam Frolic, fresh off signing new 3-year deal with the Hawks, working against Johnson, knocks it down, chance of a 3-point play.
It's a beautiful offensive set. Get the ball to the big and let him put pressure on DJ. DJ has been playing great basketball. The last 3 games, you got to put pressure on him on the defensive end. And Sam Frolic, fresh off of signing a 3-year deal.
Tormented Adelaide when these teams met in round 8 as well. 18, 8 and 5 he had. They couldn't contain him.
Or his brother. Huge game from Harry Frolic that night. 27 points, 8 of 10 from 3. And that's a nice start from the younger bro tonight.
Bairstow hands over with his now Johnson. Down low, Bairstow fires baseline, couldn't finish it. They missed their first 4 shots. Remembering the slow start that they had last week as well before getting across the line against the Cairns. Euro stepping his way inside. Cleveland came up empty. And ball knocked down out of court last touch by McCarron.
I like Antonius Cleveland attacking in transition. They need him to be aggressive, put heat on the rim, get to the free throw line.
Great last game. He came up big, 20 points, 5 rebounds.
3 hands over. Harvey from deep, very deep. Hawks have scored the first 6.
Well, that'll feel good for Tyler Harvey. Just 3 for 17 from 3 over his last 3 games. But we know he can stroke it. Knocks down an early one.
Bairstow takes it from McCarron. Now Withers firing the long ball. Oh, it wouldn't work for him. Comes back to Bairstow. Muscles his way in close. Talked out of it. Good deep from Frolic. So 2 minutes played. Adelaide yet to score. Harvey off the mark. McCarron did well just to work that to advantage of a teammate. But none of 6 from the field. None of 3 from deep. Adelaide. The pressure's building. Need a high percentage play as Johnson rolls down low. Got good position, takes them on, couldn't finish it. Bairstow does and opens Adelaide scoring.
He's beasting him on the offensive glass. Cam Bairstow. Only results, that's the first bucket to come from it, but 3 offensive boards already for the Bear.
He's been so impressive in his first half.
Gilbert down low, good extension. Comes up with a finish for his first score in the game.
Cam Bairstow's been impressive the first half of this season playing with Adelaide. Yard reach, getting to the basket.
Well, arguably the most improved player in the competition, Bairstow.
Yeah.
Relishing extra minutes as well with Isaac Humphries out with that long-term knee injury. He's really stepped up to be Adelaide's best player. Shot clock to single numbers here. Harvey under pressure from Withers. Lost the handle, regathered. Now Reed down low. Under pressure, got it off quickly with the shot clock about to expire and came up empty. Here's Sunday Ditch, who knocked down 6 triples against the Hawks last time in town. Johnson, pass inside for Withers. Ball knocked down out of court.
Good idea by DJ. Good hands by Harvey. See his ability to put the ball in the deck and finish.
1, 2.
Sunday Detch from deep once more comes up with the goods.
He's coming off a pretty good game himself. Sunday Detch, 13 points, 5 assists. He's got the defensive job on Tyler Harvey. Steps up and knocks down the open three.
Baseline Cleveland against McCarron. Couldn't find a way pass. Has to defer outside. Duop knocks down another triple. The Hawks 2 of 3 from deep. Adelaide 1 of 5 from long range.
That's why he's so tough. He can hit the three contested. He can put the ball in the deck and create. Has the ability to score on the post.
Cleveland exploring. Goes on with it. Can't finish it. Withers kept it alive momentarily, but Duop with a clean-up too has got 7 points in the game and that's scoring Adelaide by himself.
You got to love his energy. I love his getting after the boards. He's cleaning the defensive glass. There he is all over the offensive glass and mixing it up inside and out.
Withers comes up with his first points in the game.
He's good. He's too good of a shooter to leave wide open. I know he doubled, but there was no weak side rotation. Makes the defense pay.
37% from deep this season with us, and 60% from the field. But he's got his critics. Jessup rolled it down onto his foot. Busted play here, 4 on the shot clock. Cleveland wheeling and dealing, short on the front of the rim, and Sunday Detch scoops up the loose ball.
And as you can see, the scout on Cleveland is soft closeout, make him shoot. He did a really good job containing him, make him take a tough mid-range shot.
Jessup did well, talked McCarron out of it. Here's Cleveland up to the rack. Well done, Bairstow. Stood his ground. And a chance now for Daniel Johnson at the other end. Reef rejected the shot, knocked it back down onto DJ and out of court. What a defensive play!
He's bringing it all to start this game to what, Reef? Antonius Cleveland been a bit of a tough start for him. 0 for 4 from the field, but Reef defensively sends that away. Off Adelaide, it's Illawarra ball, and you've got to love his energy. Offensively, defensively, he's playing hard to begin this game and has his team in front.
Both teams making multiple substitutions here. 4.5 out from quarter time. Tom Mays and Reef combined. Guarded by Sotto. Harvey working in Sunday Detch. Double team. Reef being busy. Inside Johnson. Opened up for him. Hurts himself to 2 more. He's got 9 of Illawarra's 15.
And the way he's come out is, guess what? We're not losing today. Give me the ball. I'm going to make sure I set the tone early. We are not losing today.
He's not settling either. Pick and pop. Punishes the hard closeout. Puts it on the deck. That's a couple of times he's put it on the floor and dribbled past the Adelaide bigs. Really nice start for Duop Reef. 9 points, 3 boards, a block, and his team's up 7.
Which way is Reif going? Which way is Reif going? Okay. Slide your feet, stay in front. Cleveland's a driver. Stay in front. When the shot goes up, I said the effort. I haven't got the effort yet. We got great looks. But it's a defensive end. We're giving them second chance points. Stop. Do the little things. Lock in. Out of here. We're in rough. Whoever's got it. Sunday. Macca here. Dusty here. Go to the corner. Big. Swing the ball. He runs a rub cut. Get it to the corner. If you can't turn the corner, throw it here. Throw it back to Macca. Play in the middle of the floor. Work the defense. Get back on D-Trans. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, real air of frustration there from head coach CJ Bruton. He's talking about the energy. That man is out hustling them, no doubt about it, and so are most of the Hawks. There you see the numbers. Really strong start to the ball game from the big fellow. We highlighted him off the top. He's been in good form, and you're right, he's their marquee man, Corey, and he's come into this one in an aggressive mindset.
Came to Adelaide in round 1 and gave them 18 and 9 and really set up that win by 10 points. Beat Adelaide in round 8 at home by 11. Got 100, their highest score of the season, the Hawks. So they've had a good run against Adelaide. In fact, Adelaide hasn't won in Illawarra since 2019. McCarron comes up with a finish for his first score in the game. So inside the last 4 minutes of the opening quarter, the Hawks have led exclusively since scoring the first 6 of the game. And enjoy a 5-point edge here as the shot clock rolls to single numbers. And Harvey finds Harry Froling. Jessup guarded by Hanners, who lost his man. Jessup went down on the shot. No whistle provided.
Strong defensive possession there from Adelaide. Come out, get a bucket through Mitch McCarron. A hard-fought stop. Can they capitalise?
Detch firing once more. Oh, the bottom of the net. Adelaide get back to within 2.
2 of 2 from Atlanta Plenty. Detch coming out, giving them that perimeter punch in this first quarter.
5 unanswered points from the 36ers. Then back to a 2-point ball. Harry Froling. It's inside Johnson. His recovery was good. Johnson commits the foul, and after Harry hit 8 threes on them last time, it's no surprise that Johnson was out there quickly.
It's a tough hit. Sunday Detch. Well contested. He lost his footing there, Harvey, but carried a hand. Detch had to knock it in over the top, and DJ comes out for a rest. 2 personals, and the Hawks going at him. Sam Froling in the opening possession there in the block. DeWatt Reith off the dribble from the elbow from the 3-point arc, and there Harry Froling up fake, put it on the deck, forced Daniel Johnson to slide his feet and contain you.
Harry hit 8 of 10 threes against Adelaide on the 24th of Jan. In 7 games since then, he's hit 5 of 11 in total. Just saved it for his old teammates. Just to remind them what they're missing.
He had a good time that night.
Enjoyed that. Always a lot of fun. Here's Hanners. Turn down the 3 ball. By Sotto. Penetration with one hand. Can't get it to roll. So Adelaide's shooting woes continue. 5 of 17 at 29%. Open man, Isaac White comes up with a finish.
And say they're at the maze, man. I just love the way he goes about it. Super crafty, can create his own. But right there, he found the open man, and he made Adelaide pay.
Sunday Detch taking him on and drawing contact. And after Adelaide had scored 5 unanswered points, the Hawks hit back with 5 of their own and spread this margin out to 7.
There is that pass from Matan Mays, finding Isaac White in the corner. He gives him a little mullet, a little fluff. As he jogs back. And it's interesting that Brian Goorjian's had a pretty short rotation over the course of most of this season. A bunch of guys on that bench that we thought were going to play some time this season. AJ Ogilvy, Emmett Nah, Isaac White haven't had much of a run, but some first quarter minutes here for the South Australian sharpshooter.
Had a great game in Adelaide last season, but that's his first 3 of the season. That's why the mullet was getting a little flip. Enjoying it. And of course, you mentioned a couple of those players. Emmett Nah played for the Australian Boomers just a few hours ago in their win over Chinese Taipei, 98-61. Nah had 12. Madronya, who's on their development list as well, had 13. Nick Kay was the high scorer with 14. But at the moment, it's the Hawks by 5. Harry Froling was after that pretty quickly. Sotto grabs the rebound, and now Todd Withers and Hanners. Tad Doofenwise checked into the game, replacing McCarron as well. But just the 2 starters on the floor for Adelaide at the moment. The tip-in is good as Kai Sotto comes up with his first score. Froling against Withers. Talked out of it. Sunday Detch with the loose ball. Adelaide off and running. Inside the last 2 minutes. An up-tempo opening quarter. Withers fills it up. We're on level terms.
It's just a good pass by Sunday Detch, seeing Withers in the trail position. Knocks down an open 3.
Fluctuating fortunes here. Adelaide 7 unanswered points. But Antonius Cleveland put a stop to it.
I wish you would have jumped. You better not.
This Sunday Detch has been busy outside. Withers can't complete it. Well, Froling eventually reeled in the rebound. Well, they've left wide open once more in the corner, this time short. Gets after it, though. A nice finish with a left hand.
I am so happy to see Isaac White on the court. He provides a punch offensively and defensively. He's out there being aggressive.
Sunday Ditch fires. He's off the mark. Now going to be called on the Hawks here.
They're getting good looks. Adelaide off those actions. The rotations are a little slow from the Hawks. Strong take from Cleveland.
That's that Sean Marion bounce. Matrix, quick. Wish you would jump.
Here's White once more. Got away from the D. Helps himself to 2 more. He's got 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting.
I feel if Jessup is not playing well, you can put Isaac White in the game. He's going to play defense. He's super aggressive at the other end. He can shoot.
His energy's come out and had a big impact.
And this is exactly what happened last year when they played Adelaide. They put him in the game, and all of a sudden, the game went in their way.
Had 16 points in that game, round 19. Of course, he is a Sturt junior from South Australia.
I can't see you get hit, so I can't call it.
Spent time at Stanford as well.
Yeah, just because he doesn't see it, he gets fouled that loud.
Okay.
You got to call that. He's picked his dribble up.
Okay.
That's 2 shots.
If I don't see
Talk to him,
contact, I'm not
please.
going to call it. I'm not guessing. I'm not guessing.
A little heated at the moment. CJ Brute and his team down 6 after they were level at 20. And Latame is looking to slow it down here. Sunday Ditch giving him plenty to think about, though. Busted play. Harry Froling. He's our man, Isaac White. Gets it to Sam Froling. Couldn't finish it off. And the opening quarter concludes here with the Hawks on a 6-0 run with a 6-point lead. Quarter time at the Wynn Entertainment Centre. It's Illawarra 26, Adelaide 20. Stay with us here on the Hungry Jacks NBL. It's Friday Night Hoops. Welcome back. Round 13 of the Hungry Jacks NBL, and the Hawks off to a bright start. Scored the first 6 points in the game, and Duop Reef with 9 points on 4 of 5 shooting, including a big triple as well. And as you can see, they're doing it at the defensive end as well. He's got 3 rebounds, and only Bairstow with 4 has more in the game. And our Kmart fam cam, the winning family, we'll have a look at Daniel O'Donnell and his crew. Certainly enjoying their time, and he's with us. The son actually won his final in overtime by 2 points.
Hey.
Isn't that always exciting? Well played, young fella. Keep bowling.
That's great. Congratulations. Fun first quarter. Roller coaster ride, wasn't it? Hawks out quick. Adelaide comes storming back, and then strong finish thanks to the energy of Isaac White for Illawarra.
Good day from Diop there again. kept Bairstow at bay. He works it inside once more, wants to go on with it. Good option and comes up with the 2.
Great position. Good find. Deep seal. He knew what to do after that. Finished it easy. Good set to open this quarter.
Tim Conrad starting the second quarter as well. This is Jessup. Had his problems. Only taken the 1 shot so far. Conrad working on Withers and travelled. So they'll turn the ball over for just the second time in the game. And from Adelaide's point of view, the fact that they had just the 1 turnover in the opening quarter will please the coach, because that has killed them this season. They really do struggle in terms of turnovers. In fact, in the 2 games against Illawarra this season, points off turnovers are 53.
At their best when they're putting ball pressure on, forcing turnovers. So it's a key stat tonight. And block Reed, his second block of the ball game.
It's on his season average already. Top 5 in the competition in that category. Harvey off the mark. Antonius Cleveland gets the offensive rebound. And Conrad is fouled, taking the 3. Ted Duvelmeyer just overdoing it. And free throws to come here for the Hawks.
That's just a cardinal sin. Not foul, a 3-point shooter.
3 shots.
In the act of shoot. Just give him a... Let's see if he misses.
Well, he's 6 of 6 this season from the stripe, so not the man you want to be sending there. And you're right, Corey, it's his first minutes in the game, first minute of the game almost that he's played. And it's going to be expensive. So the margin 8-7. It was as big as 8 in the opening quarter. Hawks have been on top since they scored the first 6 in the game. There's McCarron exploring. Withers down low. Here's Bairstow. Let's move it swiftly. Got Hannah's an open look from the corner. He was deep with it. Bairstow the offensive rebound. And it goes up again. But they're shooting from long range. Look at Bairstow. Oh, my. He's doing a great job. It's stepped on the baseline and will give it back to the Hawks. He's got 6 boards, though.
He's doing a mountain of work. They didn't come up with the result there, Adelaide, but that's 5 of his 6 rebounds have been at the offensive end. Just giving his team extra looks at the bucket.
He's leading offensive rebounding in the competition until just a couple of weeks ago, averaging 4 a game at the moment. Put together good numbers with the Hawks last year in an injury-interrupted season where he played the 14 games. But there's a hunger about the rebounding for the Adelaide 36ers at the moment. Given a rev up early on by coach CJ Brooke, and there's one of those turnovers that they can ill afford. Bairstow shot it straight to Harvey. Jessup caught it in rhythm.
There you go. Welcome to the game, Justinian Jessup. And that's not what Adelaide needs. Someone like Jessup starting to feel good from long range.
Double-figure lead for the first time in the game. Hawks have scored the last 6. Jessup adds another 2. Worrying signs for Adelaide. Hawks have scored the last 8 here. They've exploded to a 12-point lead. This has been impressive. 8 points to 2 since quarter time, and some self-inflicted wounds.
And this is one of the most dangerous teams in the open court in the NBL. Good find right there, finding his teammate, getting him on the scoring board. The books, rather, and he runs the court and gets rewarded again.
It's the defense. The pickup's good. Hey, Duke, it's the rebounding and the deep catches with Barlow. Deep catches with Bairstow, all right? On the offensive end now, some loops, all right, and some reverse. So when we run a set, you guys play with loops. Either one carries it, bring it up. You're fading out of there, and we got the ball screen with the roll in the corner. Play off 2 dribble, all right? Keep working the D. Keep working the D and rebound. Let's go. Let's go.
Strong message from Gorge. He said it's the D, make sure they're organized at the offensive end, but he talks about the pickups. You can see them up the floor, just making Adelaide have to think about it as they advance the ball and make them a little uncomfortable as they enter their half-court execution. CJ Bruton looking for a spark, turns to Mojave King. Next star making his return to action after 2 games on the sidelines with an ankle injury.
His athleticism really does provide an extra dimension for Adelaide at both ends of the floor. Mojave King, they'd like to get him back into the form that he saw on occasion last year. He hasn't been able to reproduce it this season because of injury problems and just hasn't got going at any stage. So they roll it down low. Sunday's edge bounces into the paint. He's off the mark. Now 2 of 6 from the field. He's taken more shots than any other 36er at the moment. They're just 29% from the field, Adelaide. As Withers climbs up to grab the rebound.
Yeah, they're dry at the offensive end. The 36 is just 2 points in this second quarter. And the answer to their problems is sitting on the bench with 2 fouls.
And I'll be honest with you. They need somebody else to be the answer to the problem right now. This is why I like to see Withers get some touches and be more aggressive, right? Dusty Hanners, I thought, would be an answer. He's not. Right now, if not Bairstow, I like to see Withers step up offensively.
That's a good point you make, Corey. Work it down low, Withers. Shot clock counting down and a turnaround. Nice look. We need to see more of that.
Yeah, you got to give him touches so he can get an opportunity to show. That's one thing I don't like when a team, anybody can take a shot. No, give it to the best players and put them in a position to give you a chance to put points on the board.
Jessup and away from King. Penetration. All around wouldn't fall. Free throws to come. Mother King doesn't like the call.
And that's a nice take, but right here, like we said, post up a smaller player, takes advantage of it. Nice penetrating kick. He's feeling good now because he scored 5 quick points, a 3 in transition, and an easy layup. Now his juices are flowing. Now he gets to the rack, gets fouled, and he goes to the line for 2.
You can see the Hawks heeding what has clearly been a strong message from Brian Goorjian. We can't just be a 3-point shooting team, a jump shooting team. We've got to attack. We've got to get to the free throw line. Earlier in the season, Jessup would have just pulled the trigger on that catch from long range, but Jessup, Reith, Cleveland, all these guys trying to get into the paint, put heat on the rim.
Yeah, to win a championship, let alone get to the championship, you can't be a one-trick pony.
Oh, just a moment here between Bairstow and Xavier Rattan-Mays. Rare for both of them to be involved.
Well, Rattan-Mays is trying desperately to hold his own down there amongst the big fellas. Got posted up by Withers, and they're super physical with Bairstow down low, and then stands over him. Bairstow fairly doesn't appreciate it.
Out of nowhere, it didn't appear to be much in it at all, really.
Black 8. Push.
Mays picks up the foul.
Stop.
First person
CJ,
for him.
I'm happy to talk to you, but you've got to ask me a question. The question is, he's hooking his leg. This is a foul. You missed this, you missed this. You need to find a better way to communicate to him.
And then he just holds his leg on the
Okay, I hear you, but you need to improve the way you communicate with me, please.
What? Say, please, I'll ask.
No, ask questions.
CJ Bruton with an ongoing battle with the referee. Bairstow in close range. Needed to do better. Deflected out of court last touch by Jessup.
Good find from Johnson. He's back in the game. They throw it to him in the block. Good movement. And they miss the bunny.
9 of 30. 30% from the field, Adelaide. It's McCarron. Shot clock rolls to 5. Top of the key. Rolling to the hoop. Bairstow. Another foul going to be called on Rattan-Mays. His second team foul on the Hawks here.
Yeah, from behind.
Jeez. He's in trouble there. McCarron got the bailout whistle.
Here's Johnson working against Harry Frolling. Wants help. Sunday Ditch fires the three. Can't complete it. Rebound. Bairstow again wrestles off Frolling. And it's not going to count.
A man amongst boys. Just beasting them on the old ball. 6 offensive rebounds in the first half.
Sam Frolling's resorting to the face-up box out. And what you love about Bairstow on the offensive glass, he's an example of how rebounding, it's not just about how big you are. Yeah, he's big, solid, but he's undersized in terms of his height and his length. Amongst the tall timber down there, Mojave King can't hit there. It's positioning and it's determination.
How bad you want it.
There's Rattan Mays. They stood off him. They can't make them pay, though. The last touch by Sam Frolling. Bairstow wins that battle again. He's got 6 offensive rebounds already, Cam Bairstow. Hawks have got 3 as a team. He is having a wild influence on this one. He's top 5 in rebounding at 9 a game. As I mentioned, 11 and 6 in 14 games with Illawarra last season, 12 and 9 with Adelaide this season. Now he's fully fit, getting back to that form that saw the Bulls draft him and playing at the Olympics as well. Sotto is going to be called for the foul here as Rattan Mays is not having a good night at the office.
It's an easy call for the official. Look at Sotto. He steps across and cleans Rattan Mays up.
I know you got hit. I get what you're saying. Right here, guys.
It's not what Adelaide needed, because they desperately need to find some offense here. Bairstow doing everything he can to give him extra possessions. No extra venom in that from Sotto. Just a moving screen, trying to make contact, but just 4 points for the 36ers in what's nearly the opening 5 minutes of this second quarter. And as a result, they're down double digits.
2 of 9 from the field in this quarter. Adelaide was dried up for them, and remembering they scored first in the second quarter, got it back to a 4-point edge, and now they find themselves trailing by 12. And their inconsistency has hurt them all season, not only from game to game, but as we're seeing here, from quarter to quarter and sometimes within quarters. So middle stages of the second. Hawks have led exclusively. Jessup's overdue and comes up with the goods.
Punishes the defense. Not a defender in sight. Way to execute and hit. Jessup up to 10 points, 3 of 5 from the field.
Low percentage play from Mojave King there. He's shut down. Rattan Mays shares it. Jessup feeling good about himself now. Dances inside. Adds another 2. He's got an even dozen. All in this quarter. 12 out of the 15 the Hawks have scored have come from the hot hand of Justinian Jessup. Problems for Adelaide. Not a lot happening at the offensive end. They came up empty again. Hawks going to work. They've scored 9 unanswered points here. Cleveland swinging off the rim. Adelaide need timeout.
And they got it. Great action with Jessup early and this beautiful alley-oop finish. Rattan Mays to the high flying Cleveland. Over to you, Adelaide.
Well, patches in games are killing Adelaide at the moment. They let the Hawks reel off 8 without reply earlier in this quarter. They're on a 9-0 run at the moment. They lose their way and they just can't get it back.
Already higher than what I asked for in a half. If you ain't going to play, I'm just going to start playing everybody, and then just so that we can go back and get ready for Sydney. And I don't want to do that because there's no point giving up. But the effort that you're giving me right now, what we're doing, is not nowhere near where we've been at and what we're trying to get done. Your focus right now, your mindset. Don't you drop your lip. You pick up, you play hard. We go and get this game right now. Come down here. Hey, flow, cross, back into a back pick, get through it, execute. Lock up. Get in the lane. We ain't got no foul. We got one foul to give.
They're having trouble at both ends of the floor, Adelaide, right now. And this is a tough set to guard that Illawarra run. Bringing Justinian Jessup up to the ball. The fight over there from King wasn't quite there, and no help from Daniel Johnson. as the sharpshooter comes across wide open and drills it.
See, right there, you have to know who you're guarding, who's coming off that screen. There's no way that you drop on a shooter who's been lighting you up all quarter.
After a slow start, Justinian Jessup is killing Adelaide here in term number 2. Dusty Hannahs, 1 of 4 from the field, finally comes up with his opening score.
Much needed bucket.
So inside the last 4 minutes of the first half, the margin is well in favour. Jessup shut down on that occasion.
Great weak side help and rim protection by Kai Sotto.
Hannahs at the other end exploring, nothing on offer. McCarron finds Johnson firing the 3. It's off the mark. Well done, Sotto. Yeah. Wrestled his way inside Sam Froling and is up to the free throw line.
Young fella getting it done at both ends. Great rim protection and block. Gets Jessup shot out of here. On the other hand, just great effort on the boards. Earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
On that play, there's no disadvantage. Here we are at the line. Understand?
74% free throw shooter. He's averaging 4 free throws a game. He's building in nice numbers here this season. 8 points, 5 rebounds, top 10 in the league with a 1 block a game, 55% from the field. And you see him do things, and this was the comment from Scotty Minnis, former championship winner in Adelaide, who worked with him pre-season. He does things that you don't see other players do.
Oh, he's got potential, no doubt about that. Got a lot of tools to work with. Big future ahead.
Oh, Cleveland with a hook shot. How about that? It is all happening for the Hawks here. 18 in front, a little over 3 minutes out from halftime. They started this quarter with a 6-point buffer. Hannahs takes them on. He gets the 2 and a chance at a 3-point play.
That hook shot was beautiful. You would think that's just in his repertoire. Beautiful.
That's old school. Happened. It's a happening thing.
Dusty Hannahs goes to the line for 3 the hard way. But, man, that hook shot was beautiful.
And this is a nice little offensive punch from Dusty Hannahs. They desperately need it. That's what he's in the country to do. Put points on the board for this team. And we know from his time in the States he can shoot the 3 ball. He hasn't been able to find that rhythm or those spots offensively in the NBL thus far, but right now putting on the deck, getting aggressive, just starting to tick a couple of things over for the 36ers.
There are 3 Adelaide players who have taken more threes than Dusty Hannahs this season. Oh, here's Cleveland again. Look at Tom Mays it is.
That was nice.
Down low with a nice finish.
Right foot, right hand, quick to the rim.
Holding Adelaide at arm's length, 17-point margin. Johnson against Stuart Reed. Wrestles into the paint. Rejected again by Reed. Comes back to McCarron.
Great one-on-one defense by the big fella.
3 blocks now for Duop Reed. Here's Withers. Firing the 3. 11 in the game now for Withers, and only Jessup with 12 has more.
Withers up to 9 points. Sorry, 11 in 14 minutes. 4 of 7 from the field. Good find. I told you, that's the guy that they need to get touches. He can score. As you mentioned early in this game, he had 17 points against Melbourne United. That's the best defense in the league. The guy can play. Give him the ball.
Hawks by 14. A little over 2 minutes out from halftime. Get the ball back to Tyler Harvey. He's just 1 of 3 from the field at the moment. Others picking up the offensive slack. Duop Reed, shot clock to 5. And off the mark, Harvey thought he was fouled. Couldn't get a whistle. Here's McCarron pushing the tempo. Hannahs in support. Takes on Cleveland. Finds Withers. Same spot. This time can't complete it.
Adelaide are getting real good looks in this first half. They're just not able to convert.
There's no doubt about that.
If they would hit half of the shots that they missed, they'd be in the lead.
And that's what Tassie did to Illawarra last week. Those shots, those looks from long range are there against the Hawks. And sometimes it comes down to whether you make them or you miss them.
5 of 17 from deep. Almost half of Adelaide's shot have come from beyond the perimeter. That's not what we've been used to seeing. This time inside with a shutdown. Sam Froling feeds Cleveland. Working on McCarron. Needs help. Danger man. Isaac White. Can't finish it. Well done, Sam Froling, but talked out of it. McCarron with a bag of tricks. Went behind the back. Look away. Blake Johnson for the stuff. Our play of the game for Adelaide.
Razzle-dazzle stuff from Mitch McCarron in transition.
Adelaide closed the margin to 12 after it was as big as 19 inside the last minute of the first half. No problems with the entertainment level here on Friday Night Hoops. The Hungry Jacks NBL right at the halfway stage of the season. Two teams desperate for a win. White, patient, now by Withers, who picks up his first personal free throws to come.
There's McCarron making plays in transition. Reads the D, looks away. Sets up DJ at the rim.
First score in the game for Daniel Johnson after he missed his opening 5 shots. And this is the man who's led Adelaide in scoring the past 2 games, including 18 and 9 last Sunday against Cairns. Isaac White doing it all. First trip to the free throw line this season. Just the 2 points. Playing 4 minutes a game. He's played 10 of their 12 of their 15 games. Obviously not seeing a lot of court time, but makes the adjustment there. And as the Hawks edge toward the half century. Here's Hannes. And an opening. Tough shot. Couldn't finish it. Well done, job Reith initially, but clean up too for Adelaide. Belongs to DJ. So they're back to within 11 after they were down by 19. Shot clock. 7 seconds inside the game clock. Tyler Harvey, top of the key. It's away from Detch. Just waltzes into the paint. Comes up with the easy finish. Hawk get to the half century. McCarron, Hannes fires the 3 on it. Couldn't finish it. Job Reith. And that is all for the first half. It's the Illawarra Hawks. When these teams played at Illawarra back in round 8, it was 50-45 Illawarra at halftime. It's 50-37 in this one. 13-point lead. They've been impressive.
It's an outstanding first half for the Hawks. Got to take care of business on your home floor, and we highlighted off the top how important this ball game is for this squad. So 6-point lead at quarter time, extended that to 19 in the second, and then weathered the storm there late in that quarter. And I like their energy and effort defensively as well, getting up the floor, making things a bit difficult, and then getting out, running, getting some rhythm and flow. 50 first half points. It's all going beautifully for the Hawks.
Let's get courtside from some reaction here from Justinian Jessup. Slow start to the game, Justinian. John Casey here, but that second quarter was outstanding. You were able to turn it around. How did you do it?
Yeah, just tried to be aggressive, look for some openings. Called for the ball. Tyler found me. That kind of got me going. So that's it.
Justinian, you kept them to 17 in that second quarter. Only 37 points for Adelaide in that first half. What's working well defensively?
Yeah, I mean, the pickup of the ball is really good. Our pick and roll defense is pretty good. We're up by 20. We kind of let them back into it in that last 4 or 5 minutes. But it's all good. We'll get back.
Appreciate your time. Good luck in the second half. Justinian Jessup there at halftime. He has 12 points to lead all scorers, and the Hawks have a 13-point edge. Illawarra 50, Adelaide 37. Stay with us here on the Hungry Jacks NBL. Friday night is getting spicy. This one ain't over yet. We'll have more for you right after this.
quality, energy, and effort at both ends of the court. And that's been the difference in this game. When you really think about it, if he doesn't come out like that, they're off to a super slow start, right? Justinian Jessup in the second quarter got busy. And Tyler Harvey on offense ain't really much happening because Sunday Dech is wearing him a cheap suit. So if this young man who we just talked about, Duop, does not come out the way he comes out, this is a different ballgame.
What would you know about a cheap suit? You've never seen one in your life. I've seen the way you dress. You know nothing about that. Justinian Jessup's night didn't start great. Turned the ball over early, picked up a quick foul, but that second quarter, he turned it on.
We had 0 points at quarter time, and all 12 of his first half points in that second quarter. They found him in transition. They found him on the arc, at the rim, and then all of a sudden they start running plays for him. This is their go-to action for Justinian Jessup. They get a nice open look, and he drills it, and then all of a sudden he's feeling good. Now he's slicing and dicing, working his way into the painted area. And there you see the SodaStream shot chart, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from long range. And that was a nice second quarter for Jessup. And as we said, when he hit that first one, that's not what Adelaide need. Justinian Jessup getting off, because he's just one of a whole bunch of weapons this Hawks team has.
Been some nice action here on Friday night, and certainly some high-flying action as well from Antonius Cleveland throwing down a dunk, which in the dunkuary challenge that we've got will take that number up to 90 and add another 500 as well. That's going to prostate cancer, so that's up to 45,000, and of course a further 500 for each dunk goes into the fan prize pool. And you can head to the NBL website now for your chance to shoot for the jackpot at halftime on March 5 in Melbourne. It's coming up soon, and already we're at 45,000 with a handful of games still to come. More money going in the kitty. Get involved, get to the website, and make sure you come back for the second half here. I don't think Adelaide are done with just yet, but the Hawks lead it by 13. We've got more Friday night hoops for you in just a moment. The Hungry Jacks NBL. Illawarra Hawks on top 50-37 have led exclusively after scoring the first 6 points of the game. And tonight they're paying their respects to their part owner Michael Proctor, who sadly passed away after a long battle with cancer. They're wearing the logo on their jersey, MKR logo, and Michael Proctor did so much for the ownership group. Went to Cornell University along with their co-owner, Brian Colangelo, and of course Dory Kudahi as well involved. And thoughts are with the family. Son Dominic's going to take over the ownership on behalf of Michael Proctor, and nice to see the Hawks showing their respects. Obviously, there were some days when the Hawks were destined perhaps not to be around in the league, but this ownership group has come in and done so much to make sure that they do survive, and the Hawks are strong, and right now they're trying to force their way back into the top four.
Yep, our thoughts with the Hawks and the Hawkheads, the community, and also the Proctor family and all his friends over in the States. His team doing him proud tonight.
13-point lead, possession arrow to get us underway here in the third quarter as well. Adelaide back to their original starting five. And likewise the Hawks, and Reed goes to work, can't get it over the front of the rim, and Bairstow grabs the rebound. So number 8 for him in that category. Adelaide lead the board count 25-21 overall. Bairstow's done a power of work. Here's McCarron sharing it. Johnson from deep. Hasn't had it going this season. Just 26% from deep. 12 threes in the 12 games that he's played, and we're used to seeing a lot more than that.
Well, they definitely need his offensive punch, Daniel Johnson. We spoke off the top. He's been bringing it. A couple of double-doubles and then nearly 20 and 10 in his last game, but has struggled so far in this one. That'll help.
I want to say something real quick. Viewers, this game is far from over, and let me tell you why. The difference maker for Illawarra is Tyler Harvey, and he is struggling. We know Sunday Detch is a very good on-ball defender, number one. Number two, Adelaide is getting all the looks that they want. They're just not making shots. Anyhow they start hitting these shots, it's a different ballgame.
I'm with you, Corey. All of South Australia's with you as well. We like what you're talking. Shot clock to single digits. Johnson overdue.
Timeout, coach. You better get it to back triple.
He's going to let it ride. Brian Gorgon.
All right.
Detch for 3. Johnson for 3. And I tell you, if Daniel Johnson gets going, he really, for me, is the missing piece at the offensive end for Adelaide so far tonight.
Well, they go once more to the money man, Jessup, who fills it up.
He has been delivering since that second quarter. Up to 15 now. Had 12 in that quarter.
Detch once more. Bairstow. Sunday Detch with it. Shot clock to 10. Nothing on offer. They lob it down low for Johnson. Got behind Harvey. Draws a foul on Duabrief. It's going to be his first personal.
Boy, they did everything they could to mess that up. The 36ers. Nice little screen from Mitch McCarron. Opportunistic to free up Daniel Johnson. Jessup with the response. Calm the nerves of his head coach. And then Tyler Harvey nearly got high enough to knock that away. Johnson to the strike.
82% free throw shooter this season. Daniel Johnson, 42 of 51 coming into this game. Gets there more than any other player for Adelaide. And right now, they're grabbing some momentum. They're close to within 8. Early stages of the third quarter. 8-3 is the run for Adelaide since halftime. Of course, Adelaide has to head home and host the Sydney Kings on Sunday. The outside shot in Lapavona wouldn't fall. And a chance for Adelaide to edge a little closer after the miss from Cleveland. Here's Johnson working into the paint. Offensive rebound again from Bairstow. Kept it alive, and Sunday Detch fills it up.
That timeout better come soon.
Bairstow. Oh my, Detch knocks it down, but credit Bairstow with that bucket. 7 offensive boards. First man to get double-figure rebounds in this one.
Jessup baseline. Oh, that's pretty to watch.
Great offense, but that man right now is in a rhythm. 17.
He's got all 5 points the Hawks have scored since half-time. We've played a tick over 3 minutes. McCarron can't finish it. And Bairstow again with another offensive rebound. And McCarron got in the air. Bairstow just thinking maybe I should have flipped that back up myself.
He just has the ability to just nudge guys. He's got that veteran savvy in there. He throws his weight around just at the perfect time. You see it, just a little nudge in the back there of Justinian Jessup. Gets the opportunity to grab that board. Unfortunately,
I have a question.
The Sixers turn it over.
What? I'm sure the infamous stat man would know this. Offensive rebounds in one game. What's the record?
Oh boy.
This Job Reed from deep. He can't get it to go. Offensive rebounds.
Lucas Walker set that mark a few years ago.
Waxy, right.
Mark Davis from the Adelaide 36 has had 20 in a game. Yep, that's right. 2-0.
Wow.
Ballers. He gets it done, and so does Todd Withers. He's got 13 in the game. Only Sunday Detch with 14 has more for Adelaide, and they are just grabbing some momentum.
And it's just effort. They're winning the effort battle right now. Second and third chance opportunities playing defense. Great defense.
Sunday Detch.
Listen.
Doing it at both ends as well. He's got 14 points. They've got McCarron in the corner, can't convert. The rebound count overall, 33-23 Adelaide, and they cannot get the offensive going. Sotto shuts down Duop Reith, who hasn't scored since quarter time.
Great block by the young fella. Withers had a hand in there too. Defense has stepped up by Adelaide.
McCarron slows it down. Looking for a high percentage play. Gets beyond Cleveland. It opens up for him from close range. Needed to do better. Johnson is there on the O glass, and he's off to the free throw line.
Stop, we've got a timeout here. Brian, come to the bench again, Brian.
Out of here. Great team defense. Denying Duop Reith.
Thank you. Timeout.
This isn't the first time this season we've seen Adelaide come out of half-time and go on a tear. I'm not quite sure what CJ Bruton does during the main break, but he's got them active again. They've scored 13 points to 5 in 5 minutes in term 3.
They're doing whatever they want. You got to speed them up some. All right, let's go. Transition, we're normal. All right, so in the half court, we're 53. We want to go split. You're the second picker. Who's in the 5? Who's in the 5? You're the 5, all right? First picker, second picker. We're getting out hustled, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We're echoing his counterpart in the first half. CJ Bruton, first half timeout. We're getting out hustled. And then that was the message from Gorgon to his team right there. And again, talking about the pickup points, that's a clear indicator for this team. Are you getting up the floor? Putting some pressure on your opposition as they advance the rock, making them feel you. And Illawarra not getting that done to begin this third quarter. Adelaide storming back in this thing.
It's really second and third chance opportunities. It's 15 offensive rebounds to 3. Rebound count, 35 to 23. Box out, you limit the opposition from getting second and third chance opportunities.
And they're getting nothing at the offensive end. Justinian Jessup has all 5 points that they've scored here in 5 minutes. They need to find the secondary at least. And Daniel Johnson can't convert the back end there. So back to a 4-point margin. This is as close as Adelaide has been since they scored the first bucket of the second quarter. Remembering the lead was out to 8 in that opening term at one stage. Jessup once more off the money. Vetch grabs the rebound. Daniel Johnson wants support. Finds Sunday Ditch. Lost the handle, has to retrieve it. Decides to pull the trigger. Can't convert. Duop Reith grabs the rebound. Number 6 for him in that category. Qatar Mays, what opened up for him too easy, helps himself to 2 more.
And what's been working well for Illawarra, when Tyler Harvey can't get off, enter XRM, Xavier Rathamase, he's able to come in and provide a spark offensively, whether it's with a pass or him creating for himself like he did the play before.
Sotto, nice spin move. Down low, takes on Duop Reith, gets the 2, draws a foul.
Great finish. I love the fact that we see him game in, game out, getting his opportunity and growing literally right in front of our eyes. 7 games ago, he wouldn't be able to do that move.
Here's that take from Rathamase. 4 shooters out there on the floor for Illawarra. Sotto just opening the gate there a little bit for Rathamase, but this is a shooting squad that Gorgin's got out there, and it's why the lane is opening up. You got Reith and Froling, the bigs, can both step out and shoot it. McCarron and Depp staying attached to Harvey and Jessup. There's buckets to be found in the lane.
Hawks come up empty again. 3.5 left, term number 3. Adelaide with the momentum have reeled in a 19-point deficit they faced in that second quarter, and they're a chance to tie it up here. Sunday Edge takes them on, and he was rejected. Ball bounces out of court. Great defense there from the Hawks.
Fantastic one-on-one defense. Good block by the second-year next star. Johnson fires the 3.
It's all the bottom of the net, and Adelaide are back on level terms for the first time since the opening quarter.
What I tell you, they're going to start hitting those shots. They're going to drop. Tied ball game. Over to you, Illawarra.
Oh, shot selection there. Duop Reith really had pressure all over him. This is Hannah's firing. What jumped out of the cylinder? Adelaide has scored the last 6 points here. We're inside the last 3 minutes of this third quarter. Bairstow and Withers about to check in for Adelaide. Nothing at the offensive end is happening at the moment for the Hawks, and they continue to be dry. Duop Reith has not scored since the opening quarter. He had 9 in the first term. Looked like he was going to tear Adelaide apart. And here's Hannes inside. They swing it around. Shot clock to single digits for McCarron. Hannes, they invite him to fire. Couldn't get it over the front of the rim.
Needed to find Johnson there. Had the mismatch down low. Adelaide didn't find him.
Harry Froling back for Tyler Harvey. And now Jessup. They lob it in low. Mismatch for Harry Froling on Hannes here. Kai Sotto did well. Cut across. They left Duop Reith open. He's overdue. He gets the 3.
And that's much better execution. There you find the mismatch. You demand the double team down low. Open shooter on the arc.
Inside the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. Friday night hoops in the Hungry Jacks NBL. Adelaide and the Hawks, their rivalry is a good one. In the corner, Kai Sotto thought about it. That puts it on the deck, takes the bump. Just needed to muscle up some sort of a would-be shot to get to the free throw line.
He did a good job to draw the foul there, Sotto. But again, they missed Johnson. Here it is, Froling managing to find Reith on the arc. And here, McCarron, he had Johnson in the block with Rathamase. Kicked it to the corner. Good job from Sotto drawing the foul.
So Harry Froling with 4 fouls. Only person in red numbers in that category.
Well-earned rest for Sotto. Good minutes from him. And as Bairstow checks back in, opportune time. Statman is well and truly listening. 12 is the number in a 40-minute game.
Oh, that's getting broken tonight.
Bairstow has 8 offensive rebounds. Lucas Walker had 12 in 2017 against Adelaide for Perth. Ben Moore had 12 for the Phoenix last season against the Bullets. And Angus Brandt had that number against Melbourne United in 2018.
Bairstow with 8 so far and 11 overall. Only player in double figures in that category. McCarron read the pass, stripped them of it. Rathamase to beat, takes him on, gets to the left hand, couldn't complete it. There's Bairstow again trying to get after the offensive rebound. And Hannah's just had a hand on the ball and a foot out of bounds at the same time under pressure from Harry Frolick. Good hustle from both players there. Particularly Harry Frolick playing with 4 fouls. From the field, none of 3 from deep. Just the 5 points. Maybe his best is still to come.
And the most interesting thing about Dusty Hannes, he's such a dynamic scorer. All he needs to do is hit 1, and he can just reel off 10 to 12 points.
We saw that in the overtime win against Melbourne United. His Sotto Mays firing. That was going to be called on Dusty Hannes.
Let's go, 2 here. Thank you.
He can certainly do that, Dusty Hannes. The issue for Adelaide is I haven't seen it often enough over the course of this season. Everyone knows he's an explosive scorer. We've seen it at the G League level. Now, it's hard to do it, to transfer that type of game to a league as tough as this, playing a FIBA style. The lane's a little narrower.
In
The three-point arc's a little closer. No defensive 3 seconds. You've really got to work for those buckets, and those high-scoring games have been few and far between for Hannes this season.
Season high of 25 for Dusty Hannes. Came back in December against New Zealand. Hit 4 of 6 threes in that game. And only 10 last week. 19. And was big in that overtime win against Melbourne United back on the 30th of January. So inside the last minute of the 3rd quarter, Withers up the front of the rim. Zach White the rebound. And the margin is out to 5 after Adelaide had drawn level at 57 apiece. Sotto Mays fires well off the mark. Bairstow helped himself to another rebound. Adelaide's just lost the momentum that they were building. Bairstow against Frolick. Had the better of him all night. Got around him easily. Withers needed to do better. Stolen back by Dufelmeyer. So shot clock turned off here. Last play of the 3rd quarter can fall to the Adelaide 36ers. Dusty Hannes, top of the key against Cleveland. Hawks cannot afford to foul. Hannes takes them on, came up empty. Chance now for Sotto Mays. Shovel pass, looking for White. A lot of fun being had at the Wynn Entertainment Centre, and Lifesavers have joined in as well. They've launched a new range of fruit tingles, chocolate balls and chocolate block available now in the supermarkets. Look at the kids go for it. The new chocolate range is a fun new way to enjoy the iconic and nostalgic fruit tingle Lifesavers. Oh boy, did I enjoy those as a kid. They go back a long way.
Oh, long way.
Long way. We've got a good one going here. The Adelaide 36ers with a possession arrow to get us underway in the final quarter. They were back on level terms in the third. Hawks have led exclusively. As Adelaide go to work, and McCarron overdue, 1 of 8 from the field, comes up with a finish. In fact, they needed that, and so did he. Hawks with some work to do. Cleveland travelled. Turnover number 5 for the Hawks. Adelaide has 7 in that category. Look at the scoreboard pressure, can do funny things.
Momentum has totally shifted. Excellent third quarter by Adelaide.
Probably should be in front, really. They missed some easy shots, but they've climbed out of a 19-point hole here. Already won from 19 down in a game earlier this year, back in round 2 against New Zealand. Bairstow double team. They decided they've had enough of him. They kick the ball to Withers. He's off the mark. And well done, Cleveland. Climbing high for the rebound. Wants to go solo. Overdid it off the backboard. Oh, Mitch! McCarron goes to Bairstow. Working on Sam Frolic. Takes him one way back, the other. Cleveland with a double team. Did a good job. Now to defuse that situation. He's on the right! And he's rejected by Withers. Well, we thought this was a good game. And it has lived up to all expectations. Here's the Hawks firing unsuccessfully there, Tim Conrad.
An athletic plays. Cleveland at one end, defensive rebounds, block shots, and then Withers puts out the fire as Isaac Wyatt attacks the rim.
Struggled in that third quarter to score the Hawks, and once again almost 2 minutes played and they're yet to add to the tally from the previous quarter. Ambitious work there from Dupermeyer. Couldn't get it done. Cleveland with support. Sam Frolic arriving at the right time and adding to the Dunkery prize pool.
Great trail and run.
First score since quarter time for Sam Frolic, who today signed a new 3-year deal.
Great find from Antonius Cleveland. He's bringing the energy to begin this fourth quarter. Good court vision. Knew he had the big man in that middle and found him in stride.
Shot clock at 2. Dupermeyer at the 5. Cleveland grabs the rebound. Did a good job to control it as well. 6 points, 6 boards for Cleveland. Here's Rattan Mays. And Tyler Harvey on the bench to start this fourth quarter. Rattan Mays showed the tricks, couldn't convert. Johnson with the rebound, number 8 for him.
Yeah, keep looking across that box score for Antonius Cleveland. JC, 6 points, 6 boards with 5 assists and a couple of blocks and a steal to go along with it.
Nice game. Withers stripped of it by that man. Cleveland adds to his tally. They've got a fast break going. Danger man, Isaac White.
And he lets the crowd know he's a spark off the bench. That's one of my favorite players on that team. Great to see him out there. And more importantly, great to see him out there cashing in. Great pass and find. Big fella ran the floor well and got rewarded.
Georgian started this fourth quarter with a high-energy squad. Antonius Cleveland, for me, really setting the tone. Blocks, boards, pushing in transition. Steals, and Isaac White cashing in transition.
Still up for grabs. Hawks lead it by 8.
It's a good response from Illawarra. Because as you said, Corey, coming out of that three-quarter time, all the momentum was with Adelaide. Pressure on the Hawks. Must-win game for a team that has championship aspirations. And they have responded here. Great opening couple of minutes of this quarter. But we've seen ebbs and flows over the course of this ball game tonight. Every time one of these teams look like they're going to assert their authority, the other responds. So the ball now in Adelaide's court.
Tick over 3 minutes played in the final quarter. And the Hawks opened up an 8-point edge. If you joined us late, they had an 8-point lead in the opening quarter. Got it out to as many as 19 in the second, 13 in the third. And Adelaide at the drawing level at 57 apiece, but they haven't been able to get their noses in front at any stage. And that rattled around and jumped out from Daniel Johnson, who they kept scoreless in the opening quarter. And just 4 points at half-time for DJ. And in the corner, they've got it going again through Isaac White, the X factor.
Can you see this? Can you imagine this? My man been sitting on the bench all year, but he's still ready when his name is called. That's a pro.
Well, he haunted Adelaide last year with a 16-point outburst, career best, in front of his family and friends, former Sturt Jr. And here he is haunting Adelaide again.
Good kick out from Harvey. Got caught in the air. Was in. Adelaide.
Can I question that? Why don't you call the game?
What? I hear what you're saying. Damien had the call on.
So the margin 11. Hawks have scored the last 8 points here, and Adelaide need a stop. Otherwise, this one could be running away from them. Foul's going to be called on Dusty. Now for Dusty Hannah's first score since Johnson. On penetration.
Oh, here it
comes
comes
for another.
Team. I know you got to be unbiased, but this is what Hannah's can do.
Well, what can the Hawks do? This is Harvey. Penetration got past Sunday Dench and adds the 2. First score in the second half for Tyler Harvey.
He's been having a tough night, man. Having a really tough night, shaking Sunday Dench. Right there, gets the step, finishes off the glass.
The poor pass, Sotto did well to reel that in traffic. Takes on Jewel Reed, muscled his way in close, couldn't get the offensive rebound. Look at White, off and running, having the game of the season for him tonight. Shut down initially, stays with it. Inside 4 minutes to play. Harvey just inventing something out of nothing. Non-preferred right hand.
I mean, to be honest with you, that possession, I'd just be happy if I'm him that Sunday wasn't in front of me. Bucket.
And they're holding Adelaide off at the moment. Foul on Zach White.
Missed Daniel Johnson on a number of possessions here, Adelaide. Meanwhile, Tyler Harvey getting going, putting it on the deck, saying, I'm not getting any space on the arc, so you know what? Let me...
He's going to the basket and crunch.
Happening from Adelaide, mismatches for Daniel Johnson, not finding him in the block. As a result, CJ Bruton swings the changes. Besto in, Withers in. Johnson comes out.
Ditch to the free throw line, 2 of 2 in this game, but only 47% on the season. So there's problems from the strike. And burgers are on offer for New South Wales. It's Friday night. Former Illawarra Hawk composes himself and makes the adjustment. 15 now for Sunday Ditch. Only Jessup with 17 has more in the game. Had his season high of 20 in Illawarra back in round 8, including 6 threes. Harvey deep and good. Oh, it's looking tough now for Adelaide, down 13. After they were as close as 3 at the start of this quarter, they knocked down the opening score. This Ditch deep, and he knocks down another 3, 4. 5 of 8 from deep. Sunday Ditch has 18. He hit 6 of 10 against them back in round 8.
He loves playing against this squad in this building.
Well, they need it to play. On top by 10.
We're talking about Sunday Ditch offensively, but made a mistake here defensively. A little overhelp here on Jessup. You don't have help responsibilities when you're guarding Tyler Harvey. Leaves him open on the arc, but he responds down the other end. Quick answer 3. Back to 10.
Another triple. Well, 2-pointer, in fact, so the margin 12. 2.5 to play. Adelaide running out of time here. McCarron shares it with as they wanted. Besto, the pass was awkward. Loose ball. Sunday Ditch has scooped it up. They get Johnson involved. Joabri tried to steal it from him, forcing a jump ball.
Great hands. That was 2 points.
24.
Wrapped them up. Hands by Reed.
Celtic over 2 minutes remaining. Hawks by 12. Jessup did all the damage in that second quarter where he scored 12 points out of his 17. Shot clock rolls to 5. They want to a break involved from close range. He's fouled by Mitch McCarron. His first personal. Free throws to come now for the Hawks.
That's a good find. A big fella diving to the basket. Gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line. I just like the...
Shot clock at 20 seconds.